Hey guys, so today we're going to be picking out my August TBR. I've got my TBR shelf here and my TBR jar, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm here on my TBR shelf and I've got all of my prompts in front of me, and usually I'll pick out about 6 a month. I'm not too hard on myself if I finish them or I don't. I'm a bit of a mood reader, so I usually read 8 to 12 books a month, so 6 is usually a good number to pick. So I'm actually going to pick all 6 prompts first, and then we will go through the shelf and pick them out. So I have them all out so I can mix them. Just going to throw them in my little jar here. All mixed out. And we'll pick our first prompt. So our first prompt is an animal or creature on the cover. Second prompt is my least favorite book cover. I wrote least favorite because I like all the book covers. Next one, a Kindle read. All right, fourth one, a book cover that matches my shirt. I'm wearing like a light blue top today. Fifth, we've got start a new series. And my final prompt, couple here, a book or author starting with C. Perfect, so we've got all 6 of our prompts here, and let's look through the shelf and pick out some reads. All right, so my first prompt was a book with a creature or an animal on the cover. So let's take a little look here. This one has a fox. I'm assuming there's a shark here. We've got a snake here on Ninth House. A dragon. Some ravens. A raven. And onto the bottom row here. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Shark Heart because it is on my 2026 TBR. So my next prompt is least favorite book cover. I like most of my book covers, so I didn't want to say, an ugly book cover or anything. But let's see what sticks out to me. Could go 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm not huge fans of covers with people on them. I mean, most of these books are gorgeous. It is so hard. Maybe Immortal Dark. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So my third book here is a Kindle read. As you can see, I'm currently reading Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. So we'll just turn her on and we'll pick out a book from in my Kindle. Literally chapter 1. Go into my library. And let's just see what we've got. I do want to reread The Love Hypothesis before the movie comes out. I've heard this is amazing. I just read Trope Sick by Lauren Oakey. I'm on the 3rd Mistborn book, and it is on my 2026 TBR as well. I've got a lot of literary fiction we've already picked out. So maybe a romance? I don't want to read anything too long. In the summer, we're outside a lot. I've got 3 kids. So I think I'm actually going to pick The Love Hypothesis, which will be a reread for me. So for my 4th book, it is a book that matches my shirt. I will show my shirt here. It's like a bluey, light bluey, purpley color. Right away we've got In Your Dreams, which is a blue. It's a bit darker, but it is still an option. We've got Paladin's Grace, which is leaning a little more purple, but it's not bad. This, yeah, I don't think there's any question. I think that's it. The last page. So the penultimate prompt was to start a new series. I've got a lot of continuing series on here. We could do Paladin's Grace, which is the first in a series. Lightlark is the first in a series. I've got, let's see, Feybound, Dawn of Onyx, Heavenly Bodies, Ninth House. I do have the first 2 books for Shield of Sparrows. These are mostly continuing. Conform, could do. I think what is sticking out to me the most is Shield of Sparrows. Alright, and my final prompt was book or author starting with C. Let's see if we can find anything. Cross the Line. Already there's one. Let me know if I miss anything. Peyton Corin. This is the last book, I believe, in the series. Oh no, I think there might be one more. Katie Cassidy, In the Veins of Drowning. CCC, Scarlet St. Clair. Callie Hart, Brimstone. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'm not quite sure how I feel about starting that room right now. Conform. I could do a dystopian novel. Alright. I've got 2 romance, a romantasy, and 2 lit fics. So we could do another romance, or we could do Conform with this a dystopian. I think I'm feeling Cross the Line. Final stack for August for start a new series. Shield of Sparrows. A book matching my shirt. The last page. Least favorite book cover. 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Yes, my kids did write on that one. A animal or creature on the cover. We've got Sharkheart. A book or author starting with C. Cross the Line. And finally, a Kindle read, and we are going with a reread, The Love Hypothesis. So there is my August TBR. See you next time.